my kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use up some of your leftovers from Christmas, and we're going to be making a Christmas cake cheesecake. So let's get started. My family love cheesecakes, and turning Christmas cake into a cheesecake just seemed like a brilliant idea. So I'm going to share that recipe with you today. So we're going to start by making our biscuit base, as always, for our cheesecake. So I've got my digestive biscuits here. I'm going to put those into a bag and give them a good bash. You could also blitz these in a food processor, but I quite like the bashing. There we are, my biscuits all bashed. I don't mind if I've got a few sort of bigger pieces left, but obviously you can bash them a bit longer if you'd rather them finer. And then I've got my melted butter. I'm just going to give it a little stir because it's been sitting for a moment. I'm going to add just a little bit of mixed spice as well to go with the Christmas cake theme. And we're going to mix that all together. So I've got my pre-prepared tin here. This is a 9-inch springform tin. And 9 inches is just right for this recipe. I'm going to spread that out. And then I've just got like a measuring cup here. And I'm going to use that just to squash my base down. So the most important ingredient today is going to be our Christmas cake. So I've got some leftover Christmas cake here. Still got a bit of marzipan on. That's absolutely fine just to add to the flavour. And we're going to add about half into the base of our cheesecake. Spread that out a bit, but I don't really want it to go right to the edge. I want my cream filling to fill that. So I'm going to pop this in the fridge, and then I'm going to go wash my hands, and then we'll start on our cream filling. So we're going to start our cream cheese filling with our double cream. Just pour this out of my little reindeer jug. And we're just going to mix this until it starts to form soft peaks. So midway through mixing my double cream, I realised I didn't have my mic on. So the beginning of the video might be a little bit quiet, sorry. So that's nicely thickened up now. I'm just going to add to that my sugar, and I've got 75 grams of soft brown sugar and 100 grams of caster sugar. 400 grams of cream cheese. I always use the full fat kind, but I just use the cheap one from Lidl. And 250 grams of mascarpone cheese. Then we're also going to add in 3 eggs. A teaspoon of mixed spice and a few tablespoons of Baileys. I'm going to give that a blitz. And then our last ingredient is going to be the rest of our leftover Christmas cake. You can add a little bit more Christmas cake in if you want to, but I find it can take away a little bit from the creaminess of the cheesecake, so I only put a little bit in at this stage. And I forgot the zest of one orange as well. And we'll give that a quick stir. Okay, so we're just going to pour this now into our cheesecake dish. I'm going to put this in a preheated oven now at 140 degrees fan. I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes. It should be nice and wobbly at that stage. I'm just going to turn the oven off, open the door slightly and let it cool completely in there, and then let it rest in the fridge overnight before we come out and take it out and decorate it to serve tomorrow. If you are looking for a Christmas cake recipe to make for your cheesecake, just hit the link up there and I'll leave the link to my Christmas cake as well. So my cheesecake's all cooked and it's been in the fridge overnight and it's chilled down. Now my cheesecake's got quite a large crack in it, and that's because I had to move it from my main oven up into my top oven while it was still cooling because I needed to cook something. Impatient as always. And if you do have to change the temperature of it and not just leave it in there until it's cooled, you will generally get cracks, any sort of touching it. That's why I generally recommend leaving it alone. So do as I say, not as I do. So I'm just going to take my sharp knife and cut around the edge just to loosen it a little bit. I'm just going to open up the tin and lift that away. I'm just going to use my cake slider now to move it out of my tin and onto my serving plate. Just lift that on. And just to decorate this, because it's a Christmas cake cheesecake, I'm going to add on all these little mini Christmas cakes that I've made. Little teeny tiny ones. You can add as many as you want. I'm going to add quite a few to cover up my crack. That sounds really bad. And you can just leave it as it is. You can put a bit of icing sugar on. You can put a couple of slices of orange or candied orange, whatever you want really. But I've made these specially. And now it's time to have a slice. So I'm just going to cut myself a slice. See all that Christmas cake in there. Let's give that a nice bite. You can really taste the orange coming through both in the cake and also in the cheesecake itself. It's really rich and creamy, but also much lighter than a normal Christmas cake. I've actually made this for my sister-in-law who doesn't like Christmas cake, and she says that she absolutely loves this. So even if you're not a Christmas cake fan, give it a go. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, including all of my Christmas recipes, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all next time. Merry Christmas!